morning, my name is Jolie Van Sklyke, and I'm an adjunct instructor at Palomar College, where I teach in the Child Development Department. I also teach in the Human Development Department at Cal State San Marcos, and in the fall, I'll also be teaching in the Education and Child Development Department at Mount San Jacinto College as well. I do online classes, hybrid classes, and then I lecture in the classroom as well, the real classroom as well. So I'm just here to do a short tutorial on Zoom, which is a really fantastic way to support some of your learning goals in the classroom, primarily when you're teaching online. One of my favorite things about it is as a virtual conference site or web conferencing. I have been invited to several virtual conferences in the Child Development Department throughout the state. So all of our Child Development Departments within the community college system have gotten together, and we're really trying to support our zero textbook or open educational resource goals. So we've had quite a few virtual conferences. I'll actually be doing one tomorrow. So we just log on, we're able to watch the keynote, and then we do some breakout groups where you can participate like this. You can ask questions, or you can just listen, and then we also typically share Google Drives throughout the conference as well. So if we want to put up resources or ask questions, you can also do it through the Google Drive. So that's a fantastic way that Zoom supports that, and I'll show you later how you can share a screen so you're able to watch and participate and use documents all at the same time using this technology. I also like this as well for virtual office hours or meetings. I have it set up in my Canvas classes and my Moodle classes as well. So they just need to set up a time with me, and then we have virtual office hours this way. So I'll be looking at the student, they'll be looking at me, we can show each other documents, we can share Google Drives if necessary. This has been really helpful at Palomar, where a lot of my students are in the South County or the East County. So I've had students in Ramona, and it would be really difficult for them to get to San Marcos in order to have traditional office hours face-to-face in some kind of office space. So being able to do this is a really good way to get face-to-face interactions, and it allows us to really kind of meet and discuss some of their educational goals or needs that they have. I teach a lot about working in the classroom, working with young children, so it really helps to have the face-to-face when you're discussing kind of classroom issues with people. I do it on the phone, that's always an option, but I do like this because this is a technology that everybody has. It's a free app that you just download onto your laptop or your desktop or something like that. And then it's really, really easy to set up these office hours. I literally just get the student's email. I send them an email telling them the day and the time. They get a link. They click on the link, and it takes them straight into this kind of office hour that I've set up for us. So that's a really fantastic way to support learning, especially for people who might be, more than 45 minutes away from campus. In online learning, I really like it as well. It's very easy to do a welcome video like this. So it's just me talking about the class, maybe showing a textbook, introducing who I am, the course objective, something like that. So for my 16-week classes that are completely online, I always have a welcome video where I go over course objectives, what we'll be learning together, things like that. I also want to show some of the other ways that we can use it as well. So what I do is I share a screen. And so then you will have like a Google Drive, and then you'll have my face up here as well. So you can see me kind of explaining things. And I like this because I can highlight things that I want them to be looking at. So this, for example, is my Google Drive about some learning, open educational resources that I'm going over. So this would be a way that I could film a video, and then I could send it to my coworkers about open educational resources that I found, or I can also go on to Canvas and I can show my students something as well. So sometimes if I have a really difficult assignment, I will typically use the share screen. So for example, with my Cal State San Marcos students, I had an evaluation report from Los Angeles County, because we do a lot of kind of mental health education and social service support in our learning. So this is a really difficult paper that I wanted to go over with my students. My class is completely online, so instead of me writing a really wordy document about this, I made a short lecture video where I talked about some of the things. So I could highlight, like RAND. I wanted to talk about RAND, so they actually knew what it was. I took them to the website so they could see it. It's a really great way to kind of support this type of learning. I also use this as well in one of my other classes, my supervision for early childhood education directors. We do a whole section on budgeting. So I take them to the Excel document where I have a sample budget, and they get to see how I can play with numbers, what type of programs might be wanting to use budgets like this. So it's also a really great tool like that. So this share screen is a fantastic part. It's a fantastic way to show students Google Drives, web pages, research papers, assignments, even going through the syllabus. I'll do that as well. So I'll have my document on my screen. I'll share it. They'll see the syllabus, and I'll be able to walk them through it face by face. I do always have a face-to-face orientation before my online classes, but the attendance is always fairly low. And so, I mean, a lot of my students are already in a class at that time, or they're working full-time with families as well. And so coming to my orientations is not always an option for them. So having the opportunity to take them through how Canvas works, how the syllabus works, and actually literally go through it step by step has saved me so much work in the long run when they know exactly what I expect, even if it's an online class where your kind of requirements can seem a little bit murky to some students. So that's also a way that I use it. So that is Zoom. It's an application that I really, really like. I like it for conferences. I like it for office hours with students. I like it for just shooting really fast videos, introducing my students to the class. And I also like sharing screens with my Google Drive, my syllabus, assignments, reports, anything like that. Once again, though, Zoom is a free app. You just download it to your desktop or your laptop, and it's really easy to use as well. Thank you so much.